You may be working hard. You may be struggling. You may be trying to make money every day. But if you're thinking about wealth in the wrong way, then all that effort may just be keeping you running in circles. Napoleon Hill once said, "All wealth begins with thinking." So the question is, are you thinking right or wrong about money? And more importantly, do you know exactly where you're going wrong? In this video, I'll help you test the 3 wrong ways of thinking that most people have, even very smart, very talented people. If you've ever felt like you're trying but still not getting better, then chances are the problem isn't the effort, it's the thinking. Ready? Check it out now, because sometimes just one change in the way you think can change your entire financial life. I have spent the last 7 years studying and practicing financial thinking according to the methods of Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor, and other top thinkers. But most importantly, I have not only read, I have applied, stumbled, adjusted, and from there helped thousands of people re-examine the way they think about money. Here is what I learned. You do not need a complicated formula to get rich. You need a way of thinking that is correct, clear, and especially synchronized with action. This video is not for you to feel temporary excitement. It is a serious examination to let you know where you stand on the financial thinking map and what adjustments you need to make if you want to go further. If you are ready to look straight and upgrade your own financial thinking, then continue, because the next part will unlock many things you did not expect. In this video, you will be tested and dismantled the 3 most common wrong thinking patterns that many people, even smart, highly educated people, still unconsciously carry. These are not obvious mistakes like wastefulness, laziness, but deep-rooted beliefs that limit you even when you think you are doing the right thing. Specifically, you will realize why believing in luck makes you delay taking decisive action, why comparing yourself to others is a double-edged sword that kills financial confidence, and the biggest danger, waiting for the perfect time to start, while the truly rich always take action even when the conditions are not ready. But it doesn't stop there. After each wrong thinking, I will share with you how to identify, overturn the limiting belief, and replace it with a correct rich thinking, practical, applicable, immediately. And if you watch until the end of the video, there is something interesting waiting for you. Don't miss it. Are you ready? The journey of change doesn't start with money, it starts with thinking. And you are standing right at the starting point of that change. Sign number 1, thinking wealth is luck. Ask yourself honestly, have you ever seen someone successful, making a lot of money, and thought to yourself, they must have had good luck. They must have had good luck. They must have been lucky, I don't have a chance. If you've ever thought like that, even just once, then stop right now. Because that's not humility. That's a mindset of giving up disguised as an excuse. Why is the belief that wealth is luck so dangerous? Because when you believe that wealth depends on luck, you will avoid taking responsibility for change, not take the initiative, and worst of all, you are giving control of your life to something that is out of your reach. That mindset will make you sit around waiting for a good day rather than planning a specific 30-day action plan. It makes you see rich people as lottery winners rather than people you can learn from and emulate in their strategies. You will see them as having something you don't have, instead of asking yourself, what do they think differently? What do they do differently? And what can I learn from that? Manifestations of lucky thinking in everyday life. Here are some signs that you or someone you know may be having a lucky rich mindset without realizing it. You often put off learning how to invest because you think people like me aren't cut out for finance. When someone else succeeds, you feel a little annoyed instead of inspired, and in your head you say, they just got lucky. You don't make a financial plan because you think no one knows what life will bring. You use the word if a lot. If only I had been born into a better family. If only I had had the same opportunities as them. These if statements don't change you, they help you avoid action. Wealth is not a matter of luck, it's a matter of patterns. The rich are not better than you in luck. They are better than you in patterns of thinking and acting. They ask different questions. How can I increase the value I give? What skills do I need to make money sustainably? What can I do today so that I'm not as poor as I am now next year? They focus on what they can control. It's not luck. It's habits, behaviors, decisions, and daily thinking. And the good news is, these things can be learned. They can be practiced. They can be changed. Action you need to take. Rewrite the new programming command for your brain. To get rid of the rich is lucky mindset, today I want you to try an extremely simple but powerful practice. Take a pen and paper or phone note. Write down 2 columns. Column 1, old beliefs. Write down all the sentences that have appeared in your head, such as, rich people are lucky. I am not suitable for business. Getting rich is not that easy. Column 2, new command you will replace. What have I learned from successful people? I am learning how to operate money every day. Wealth is a skill, not a privilege. Then, choose one sentence in column 2 that you feel is true, strong, closest to you. Read that sentence 3 times every morning. Every time your mind returns to the old way of thinking, you use this new command to stop, replace, guide. No one is lucky forever. Only people who act persistently. It is true that luck can create the moment of inspiration, but true wealth never comes from a single moment. It comes from hundreds of small decisions, from the way you think every morning, act every day, and persevere every week. And that is in your hands, not in the hands of fate, not in your horoscope. Don't wait for luck. Build yourself a financial plan based on the right mindset. In the next part, I will share sign number 2, another very common wrong mindset that silently destroys your financial confidence. Comparing yourself to the rich and losing your own value. Sign number 2. Comparing yourself to rich people. Have you ever been surfing the web, seen someone flaunting their luxury travel, Rolex watch, $1,000,000 house, and suddenly felt an indescribable feeling? It's not exactly jealousy, nor is it exactly admiration. It's more a feeling of, I'm small, I'm slow, I'm not good enough. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. And it shows that you may be harboring a very common, very dangerous mindset, comparing yourself to rich people and concluding that you're not as good. Comparative thinking, the silent destroyer of financial confidence. Here's the thing. When you compare yourself to rich people, you're taking your A's and comparing them to their Z's and wondering why you're not as good as them. You don't see how many times they failed, how they lived before they achieved success, how many things they learned, practiced, and sacrificed for 5 to 10 years. But your brain interprets it into a short conclusion. I'm worse than them. And when that happens repeatedly, you start to believe, maybe I'm not cut out to be rich. Dangerous consequences of the habit of comparison. This comparison leads to 3 dangerous consequences. Self-depreciation. You underestimate what you've done. Even a small step forward seems meaningless when placed next to other people's achievements. Loss of motivation to act. When you believe you're not as good as anyone else, you'll gradually stop. Why try when I can't be like them? Losing personal direction. You try to be like someone, follow someone else's model, live according to someone else's goals. And in the end, you don't realize that you are doing something you don't love just to seem successful. From comparison, transform into positive reflection. Instead of asking, why do they have it and I don't have it? Ask, how did they think, act, persevere to get it? Use successful people as a reference mirror, not a measure of your own worth. When you look at them as a map, you will find your own way. When you look at them as a mirror of competition, you will only see your own limits. You need to understand, wealth is not an image, it is a personal journey. And each person has a different pace. No one is slow. Only people go the wrong way or stop because they are tired. I want you to try a small but powerful exercise. Take a piece of paper and write down 3 people you have compared yourself to. Next to them, write down, what actions have they taken that I can learn from? Finally, write down, where have I improved in the last 12 months? In detail. You will be surprised to see. The person you are comparing yourself to was actually you at the previous stage. And you today, compared to you yesterday, have gone much further. What is the true rich mindset? The truly rich do not compare. They reflect, analyze, learn, and act. They do not feel inferior when they see others succeed. On the contrary, they ask, what are their strengths? What are my weaknesses that need to be improved? What skills and habits can I develop to achieve similar results? The difference is not in the starting point. It's all about how you react when you see others moving forward. Don't look at your life through someone else's lens. Everyone has their own racetrack, with different speeds, starting points, and destinations. Stop measuring your worth by what you don't have. Start respecting the journey you're on, and be proud of every step you've dared to take. Because if you keep looking at other people's racetracks, you'll stumble on your own path. In the next part, I'll share sign number 3, a psychological trap that keeps you from starting, waiting for the right time to act. Sounds familiar? That's why many people know exactly what to do, but never get rich. Sign number 3, waiting for the right time to start. I'll start when I have more time. I'll invest when I have enough savings. I'll start a business when things are more certain. Sound familiar? If you've ever said that to yourself, be careful, because you may be falling into one of the most dangerous psychological traps. Waiting for the right time to start. The right time mindset. Smart but very procrastinating. On the surface, it sounds reasonable. Who doesn't want to have enough knowledge, finance, experience before starting something big? But the problem is, the perfect time doesn't exist, and waiting to be ready enough is often just a way to postpone the fear of failure. Underneath the waiting for the right time is actually, I'm afraid I won't do well. I'm afraid I'll lose money, lose face. I don't want to start and then quit. Fear is disguised as careful. But the more you wait, the more you delay learning, and the more time you spend on opportunities. The hidden consequences of waiting. Waiting for the right time puts you in 3 dangerous states. No real action. You waste time analyzing, learning more, predicting, without creating real results. Missing real opportunities. While you wait for perfection, others have already started, made mistakes, corrected, moved forward, and taken the position. Losing faith in yourself. Every time you delay, you secretly tell your brain, I'm not enough, and that belief becomes the default. What do successful people think differently from you? Napoleon Hill wrote, waiting for the perfect time is a form of self-destruction. Rich, successful people never start when they are 100% ready. They start with what they have and make it enough. They understand that real experience creates real capacity. They ask, with my current resources, at what level can I start? What do I learn after each step forward, even if it's wrong? What will I lose if I keep waiting? And often the final answer is losing opportunities, time, and myself. From today, I want you to commit. Every time you have an idea, goal, or opportunity, take a small action within 24 hours. Call it Commitment Start. Want to start a YouTube channel? Record a 1-minute video. Want to learn how to invest? Read the first chapter of a book. Want to start a business? Call a friend for advice. Small actions to a perfect plan. Because once you start, you will escape stagnation, feel in control, and most importantly, you create momentum, something no book can give you. Exercise today. Write down one thing you've been thinking about for more than 3 months but haven't done. The reason you keep telling yourself not to start. One small action you can do in the next 24 hours, and write down a specific time. Then do it, even if you don't feel ready. Because the more you dare to start with imperfection, the closer you are to real wealth. The best time is now. Don't wait until next year. Don't wait for more money, more degrees, more companions, because the only thing you need is a decision to start with the mindset of learning, adjusting, and committing to move forward. Remember, successful people are no different from you at the start. The only difference is they don't wait, they act and adjust along the way. The Mindset Solution. Now that you've identified the 3 signs of financial thinking errors, from attributing wealth to luck, to negative self-comparison, and waiting for the perfect moment, you need a clear path to start rewriting your wealth mindset. And the good news, you don't need to change the world, you just need to change the way you think about the world. 1. Replace luck with mental model. Whenever you see someone succeeding, instead of attributing them to luck, ask yourself, what mental model is operating within them? Put yourself in a position to learn without judgment. Write down at least 3 things you think they did every day to get there. You'll start replacing luck with behavior, something you can learn and emulate. 2. Stop comparing. Start measuring yourself. Whenever you get caught up in the feeling of I'm not good enough, take a break from social media and get back to yourself. Every weekend, write down what I did this week, what I'm grateful for, a skill I'm improving. This is a way to measure yourself against yourself instead of racing against someone else's path. 3. Prioritize action, even if it's not perfect. The next time you see an idea or a financial plan pop into your head, don't just write it down and leave it there. Ask yourself, what can I do in 10 minutes to get started? It could be, call a friend to share your idea. Write your first sales email. Create a demo investment account. Every small action will be a brick to rebuild a new mindset, solid, proactive, and confident. To maintain a wealthy mindset, write down these 3 questions and read them every morning. Today, will I act as a financial master or a passive one? Am I focusing on what I can control or just waiting for luck to come? Am I measuring myself against others or against an old version of myself? Answer honestly. You will gradually see yourself changing. Being rich is not about money first. It is about the right mindset first. Choose again. Every day, every hour, every choice. Thank you so much for taking the time to accompany me to the end of this video. In a world where everyone is busy, it is not a small thing for you to sit down, listen, and look back at your own thinking. Because changing your thinking is not an overnight thing. It is a journey of steps, awareness, and new choices. And today you have taken a very important step, becoming aware of what is holding you back and starting to remove it. I don't promise that the road ahead will be easy, but I know one thing for sure, it is worth it. Every day you think differently, you will live differently. Every small, right decision will lead you to bigger results than you think. Keep going, because the strongest financial version of you is waiting to be awakened. If you have watched this far, then you are no longer a person who is just watching for the knowledge. You are the one who is ready to reset the foundation of your own financial thinking. And that is the first step on the journey to true wealth. So don't let this knowledge pass by like another video. Comment below the video, I choose the right mindset. A small statement, but a big commitment to yourself. If you find value in today's things, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, or you can share this video with those who need it. It will most likely help everyone. Your thinking has been partially changed, and it is you who decides whether it stops here or continues to go further. See you in the next video.